Hello there, welcome back to the channel. CHILLSCISSORS here, and today we have a pickups video. Some of the most rarest and obscure original Xbox accessories is added to our collection. I'm excited to share that with you. We have a huge stack of GameCube goodies to add into the collection as we proceed towards getting a complete GameCube collection one day, fingers crossed. And then of course, none only than my favorite pick for the week. So stay tuned for that. This will be my favorite pickup of this week. So stay tuned later in the video whenever I reveal. You're not going to be disappointed. So stay tuned for that. Furthermore, if you're not currently a subscriber, consider sticking around, smashing that subscribe button. If you like the video, hit that like button so hard it turns blue. Help boost me up the YouTube algorithm to help me reach out to further gamers, collectors, and GameCube enthusiasts just like you. Without further ado, let's jump into what we have found this week. So this first one would have been my top pick, but it wouldn't, fit in the sleeve, and I had no intention of walking across this. Not only that, shout out to my good buddy over there at the Game Exchange. Anytime he finds something obscure, something original Xbox or GameCube related, he sets it back for me. I didn't ask him to do that, but on this particular item, he set it aside, and as soon as I walked in the door, he's like, "Man, I'm so happy to see you. I got something that I've been holding back. It has not even hit the showroom floor," because as soon as I saw it, I knew who would be interested in it, and boy am I thankful for one, and two, was he not wrong. So for the price that I paid for this, I cannot believe I actually got my hands on it. And truth be told, I never thought I would actually, one, have an opportunity to buy one in person or out in the wild, and two, have an opportunity to add this to my collection. So look at this massive controller for the original Xbox. As you can see, it just completely trumps me. This thing is like 3 foot long. It is incredible. For those of you who are not familiar with this is the controller for the mech simulator game Steel Battalion. This was released for the original Xbox, and to date it is still one of the most impressive controllers or accessories that I know that exists. This has 3 panels. That these 2 panels on the side are detachable, and it sports over 30 different buttons and options. I mean, in the game, whenever you're starting it, if you're unfamiliar with what you're doing, you're going to be sitting there for a long time, because in this particular Steel Battalion game, you have to start your mech, which includes powering up all your systems, your fuel, your oxygen, all of that stuff, and then you actually have to hit the start your mech button. So you actually have to push the push button start to get your mech going before you can actually move anywhere. Quite impressive. Not only do you have to control 30 plus buttons and switches and levers on the top end, you're actually controlling your mech from underneath as well. So this has your gas, your brake, and I'm assuming your clutch or whatever that other button or the other pedal does. So you have to control all of this while you're controlling your feet as well. So incredible. I mean, just look at the sheer size of this thing. And on that topic, I do have to mention, space is very limited in my game room, so I do have to figure out a place to put this. I do have the original Xbox kiosk that might have an awesome place, or might be an area of opportunity to properly display this thing, but I definitely want to display this, because if you walk into anybody's game room and you see something like this sitting on the shelf, you have to ask about it. What is this? And this is crazy. Not only that, but just to think that this is an original Xbox exclusive piece. It's near and dear to my heart, because it's just a testament to how far my collection has come. But I got this piece for $50 in a great condition. It does need a little bit of cleaning up, which I have not done yet. I have to go through it with a fine-tooth comb, clean it, detail it, One thing I will say, I wish that this had more original Xbox lore on it. There are 2 different variants of this. One sports the green buttons and one sports the blue. I believe the green buttons are more sought after, but I think that the red on blue actually makes it look really good. But the green kind of suggests that it belongs to original Xbox or Xbox in general. But I mean, just to have an opportunity to buy it at such a fantastic price, I cannot give this thing any shadow of a doubt that I have any, reserves on not picking this thing up. And again, shout out to my buddy over at Game Exchange. You know who you are. If you watch the channel like you say you do, then thank you, Ben. I really appreciate it. Furthermore, don't forget, we got my top pick, which is a original GameCube title, so stay tuned for that furthermore in it. We'll go ahead and start shotgunning through because we got a huge stack of GameCube games. I have been on a GameCube just blast way. I've been just digging through just GameCube games. I'm just itching to complete my Nintendo GameCube collection. We're coming up on 200 titles now. We may be at that at the time of this video. I have to go through and recount them and see where we're at. But let's go ahead and start shotgunning through some of these. We picked up Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. I was super surprised whenever I came across this and realized that it is not in my Wii U collection. So it's a Mario title, have to pick it up. These games are actually quite enjoyable, especially with a multiplayer aspect. So super happy to add this one to the collection for the Wii U. I can't find any Wii U games, guys. I mean, I found this one, but that's with me consecutively looking 3 or 4 times, visiting multiple game store locations and flea markets, and Wii U games are just not out there in my area right now. So just to find something that I don't have in a Mario title, then I had to pick it up. It was a great price too. I think it was like for 13, 14 bucks, somewhere in there. These next ones were I'll do the next 3 in a bulk deal because that's how I purchased them. But there were 3 Lego titles for the Nintendo Wii that I picked up anytime that we go out to a Goodwill. If they have video games in their DVD section, they're very on and off of the way that they do things. But we picked up Pirates of the Caribbean Lego. I've been on a Lego kick. I love these games. I love platformers, and these have been filling that void. But this one was my lesser of the 3 that I was excited about. But Pirates of the Caribbean for Lego, I will definitely play it. Oops, I picked up a GameCube game. I'll put that back. Lego, Pirates of the Caribbean, the video game. These 2 are the ones that initially caught my eye. So this completes the Nintendo Wii Harry Potter Lego collection, because this one is actually Lego Harry Potter year 1 through 4, and this one's Lego Harry Potter 5 through 7. So it looks like these between the 2 follow up through a mass majority of the actual Lego Harry Potter series. So I'll try them out. I love Harry Potter. I like Lego games, and this one has 1 through 7 between the 2. So $1 a piece. Yeah, I'll go ahead and pull the trigger. $1 a piece. So $3. Pirates of the Caribbean, Harry Potter 1 through 7, Lego series. I'm gonna pull the trigger on it. I mean, come on, why not? $1 a game in today's market is just it's crazy. So this next one I got for $1 from a garage sale locally. I do have to do a little bit of manipulation to it because I should have read into it a little bit more, but there were other people picking up video games very quickly, and I recognized the brand on it. But this is a Razer Xbox controller. The reason this one caught my eye, you can see I don't know if you can see that, but the embellishments on the Razer symbol there. But this particular controller sports the ability to control your audio. I'm looking into utilizing my PC and streaming, and I'm looking into that. So I thought this may be a tool that I can pick up for $1. Why not? And lo and behold, I did not realize this controller actually is not wireless. It is wired. I know, you're supposed to be able to. I thought that was a charging port, and which I have the cable for. So apparently this is a wired controller that you would hook up your port from here to your PC or console of choice. But I don't know, maybe I can find that piece online. This is the Razer Wildcat, but it's got some pretty cool features. You know, it's got your typical controller triggers here, but it also has these two add-ons, and they fit quite naturally in your hand to hit those extra buttons. You got a couple different preset buttons here, downside, additional triggers, and like I said, these are quite comfortable to be able to reach. All in all, I love the design, so hopefully I can get, you know, a wireless charger or a controller link cable for this. So if I would do want to play on the PC, or if I need to use it for the functionality to control, you know, my audio, I can do that. So for $1, for a controller, I thought was wireless. Turns out not so much. All right, let's get into these GameCube games. GameCube games. All right, let's go ahead and jump into this. This is the goodies. I've been actually getting quite lucky with GameCube games. I thought, you know, maybe I would find Wii U titles because they're more modern than come across GameCube games. So this first one is going to be Gun. Absolutely love this game as a kid. I played it until my little heart cowboy boy was completely filled with gunslinging goodness. But is it a super clean copy? So a little backstory to this. This individual came in and brought in some sealed GameCube games, and one of them was Crash Kart Racing, I believe, and the other one was this one. And this one looks like somebody had just unwrapped it. Whenever I called him at the local game exchange, he said it was sealed. This is where the story gets a little confusing. I called him, he said it was sealed, so that perked my ears up for the price. It was like $11. I would have picked this game up even if it was in used condition. Obviously I did, but whenever I got there, he said, oh, well, actually, I guess this one was one of the ones that was open, but if you feel it, it feels like it just was open. So I don't know if they were like, yeah, I don't know, maybe they thought that they could get away with opening one because they just wanted to. If so, I don't blame them, but it sucked whenever I got there and I found out it actually wasn't sealed. But I'm nonetheless super excited to add this one to the GameCube collection. So really cool to have Gun on the GameCube. This next one, we got Harvest Moon Magical Melody. Harvest Moon holds a special place in my heart. It was one of the games that I saw my older brothers playing that really piqued my interest, and not this particular one, but I do want to collect all of them on the GameCube. So this one was one of the ones that I didn't have, so I had to pull the trigger on it. Super clean copy here. Magical Melody. I've heard that this one out of the bunch was probably the least. I haven't played them, but one of the lesser liked ones, but I'll have to try it out for myself. I'm a big connoisseur whenever it comes to, you know, just because it's not popular or it's not popular to like that particular game doesn't mean that you yourself won't enjoy it. So get out there, see what you like. There's so much stuff out there that I particularly enjoy that's not a popular opinion. So get out there, try it out for yourself. And this next one, we got Disney's The Haunted Mansion. This one is a hidden gem, guys. Don't let this one slip up, especially around October. You want to be playing some of the spooky games, going back and playing some spooky platform goodness. Then don't sleep on The Haunted Mansion. This one, you play as the main character going through the mansion. It has some of the original aspects from the movie, but this particular story is not based off of the Disney film. It's actually based off of the Disney ride. But this one is a platform action puzzle solving game where you kind of go through the mansion, exploring, finding new ways and difficult routes to negotiate your way through the mansion. But it is well worth it. So if you come across it on the cheap, or what you consider to be cheap, then don't get caught slipping on the Haunted Mansion. Little tidbit there. This next one, I know it's a weird one, I'll say, but I got it for a good deal. So we had another Disney game, Winnie the Pooh Rumbly Tumbly Adventure, for the Nintendo GameCube. Super clean copy, complete. I don't know much about this game. It looks like it's a platform action, which I love. Even if it's something as goofy and obscure as Winnie the Pooh, then I will find myself playing and actually enjoying, these types of games. Just I like them. It's me. I like them. So I'll check it out eventually. But if it's GameCube and I don't have it, I gotta pick it up if it's on the cheap. So the next one we got for $4, MX Superfly. This one's a MX titled dirt bike game. Very difficult to get a hold of the controls at first. It's fun. I like dirt bike games. That's just me. I find myself enjoying them more than some out there. But I got it for $4. GameCube, don't own it. Gotta pull the trigger on it. MX Superfly, good name. This one, me and my wife have been playing actually quite a bit. We like platform fighters, and whenever we came across X-Men Next Dimension on the GameCube, we pulled the trigger on it just to check it out. It's X-Men, it's platform fighter. What is more to say? If you can play as Wolverine, Cyclops, and just Rogue, I actually enjoy this one. The controls are kind of clunky, but I do like the aspect of the game where it actually gives you kind of a true to life size comparison. So if you pick Wolverine versus, say, like Juggernaut, then he towers over you. So if you're Logan, you're super low to the ground, kind of animalistic, and Juggernaut is freaking tall. It just looks ridiculous on screen. But X-Men Next Generation X-Men Next Dimension, my mistake. I had to pull that one out of the rabbit's hat to add to the GameCube collection. I'm a big fan of Nicktoons or Nickelodeon games, so whenever I came across Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island, you got SpongeBob, some of your Fairly Odd Parents, some of your favorite Nicktoons characters. Then this one I have not played yet, but definitely wanted to add this one into the collection. I like the Nicktoons games. Some of them actually hold quite a decent value on it. So we'll play this one, see what's going on, and see if it's just like a battle style game or if it actually has a story with some platform elements in it. Hopefully it's more of a platform, but all of these are complete and in great condition. And this next one is more of a light dirt bike game for the Nintendo GameCube. This is Freak Style for the Nintendo GameCube. This one is a lot more enjoyable than MX in my personal opinion. It gives you a lot more control of the dirt bike. The maps are a lot more enjoyable in my opinion, and the tricks are a lot more out there, a lot more cool. Graphically and mechanically, this game is a lot more sound than the MX series on the GameCube. So I came across this one. I think we paid like $6 for it. Had to add it, and I've got some enjoyment out of it already. We got two more, ladies and gentlemen. We got my top pick for this week, excluding the Steel Battalion controller wouldn't fit in the wrap. So we had to get that one out of the way, but this one's specifically for the Nintendo GameCube as my top pick in all of the video game pickups thus far throughout this week. Last GameCube title we picked up this week was Star Wars, the video game Lego series. So this one is I think is the last Lego game that I need in my GameCube collection. So we got all of those out of the way as far as the Star Wars Lego series go. But yeah, this one I haven't played yet. It's Lego, it's Star Wars. The rest of it's pretty much history. Wonderful titles. I love the adult slash child humor that they bring into these games. Whenever you see something in there that you can't unsee because you know the context behind it, it's just, it has you rolling. So I had to pull the trigger on that one as well. So my top pick for the week, this completes a series in the Nintendo GameCube library that I currently own. So that's why this one was more special to me, because there are 3 games in this series for launch for the Nintendo GameCube, and whenever I purchased this one, then it completed all 3 for me. So let's go ahead and open this up and see what my personal top pick for this week is. So we got Nintendo GameCube. Can you guess? Yeah, there we go. So we have Harvest Moon, Another Wonderful Life. So prior to this week, then we only had 1 copy, which is Harvest Moon, A Wonderful Life. And then we also, in this week, we picked up A Magical Melody. And then this one completed the set. So these 2 were actually bought as a lot together. But this one is the more modern version, sporting a female main character. It has a little bit more quality of life adaptations into the game than A Wonderful Life, the original. So this one I'm excited to jump into to explore and just, you know, build up your farm. But this one was more sentimental to me because of the reasons I disclosed earlier on in the video. But this completes the Harvest Moon series. I have all 3, so I could check that off the list. And this is a super clean copy, and of course we got it none other than complete. So let's see what we got here in total. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more games added back to the GameCube library. We got 3 Nintendo Wii games, 1 Wii U, 1 giant controller, and 1 half complete controller added back to the collection, or added into the collection. So that's all the pickups, ladies and gents, that we have collected for this week. I love you guys. I'll see you next video, and if you haven't done so, thank you again for liking, commenting, and subscribing on this video. We'll catch you in the next week's episode of our continued series, Pickups. Until next time, later, gents and ladies out there. Peace.